Hi everybody, welcome to Crazy About Cricut video number 2. I am finishing up some more projects for my daughters that are not quite out of school yet. A couple more days to go, yay! And this is just a little bit different kind of journal scrapbook than the other larger apple one that I had made in my last video. They think these are just really handy for teachers to have. And this is a 4x6 size, so it's made more for 4x6 photos, which you would need to trim down just a little bit, but still the smaller and a little bit handy size to have. So here we go. You're going to need some pattern paper and some chipboard. I was making a few of these, so I used a 12x12 sheet of chipboard and a 12x12 size pattern paper. You're also going to need 2 different colors of solid paper to be covering the front and back cover. So you're going to cut all of these papers and chipboard down to a 4x6 size. With the 12x12 sheet, that was just the easiest size. You just get so many out of one sheet. So again, you're going to cut one 4x6 of pattern paper, 2 4x6 chipboards, and 3 sheets of solid color in 4x6 size. You're going to take all of those and punch holes in the side. And I used my bind it all. If you don't have a bind it all, you can use just a hole punch, and instead of the wire that I'll be using to bind, you can use ribbon instead. You're also going to need some filler paper, usually white or off-white. You can use a lighter color for the inside, but I went with off-white. I used about 20 sheets of 4x6 size, and you get about 3 of that size out of one 8.5 by 11 sheet. So that worked out pretty good. And again, you're also going to punch holes in these as well. Then you're going to take your mini Monograms cartridge, and you're going to be cutting a circle. So if you don't have mini Monograms, you can also use George, or there's plenty of cartridges that have a circle. And you're going to cut it at 3.5 inches with paper saver selected in blue paper. Using the Doodlecharms cartridge, you're going to cut an apple. I went with the red. And you're going to cut that at 2 3/4 size. And then you're going to select the blackout feature, and you're going to select the blackout feature and hit repeat last, and that will get you the same apple without these little gleam parts and all the lines cut into it. You'll just get the outline shape of it. Then you're going to just put some adhesive here on the back, and you're going to layer that on top of your white apple and glue those together, and you're just going to set that aside for now. Let's get that up, and it matches up real cute. Okay, and you're just going to set that aside. And you take those blue and set that aside. Then you're going to now begin to assemble your book here. You're going to take your patterned paper, and you're going to adhere it to one side of your chipboard, one of your chipboard sheets. Then you're going to take one sheet of your solid color 4x6 paper, and you're going to adhere that to the other side of your cover chipboard sheet. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure that when you're gluing them on, that the holes line up here on the cover, because that will make it easier to put the wire through. So you want it like that, not off center like that. You need to have them as lined up as possible. Okay, and you're going to do the same for your back cover. You're going to take each of your solid color and just adhere it onto the chipboard to cover the chipboard up. And again, make sure that the holes are lined up. Okay, and when you're done with that, you will have what looks like this. And I, at this time, inked the edge a little bit just to kind of break up the solid. It looked harsh, the lines to me, so I decided to ink it. And if you're going to do that, you want to do that at this step before you bind it, because then you won't be able to get all the way around as easily. So you're going to take this front cover and you're going to put it pattern side up. You're going to take your back cover and lay that directly on to the front cover. You're going to take your filler sheets and you're going to lay those on top of what is your back cover. And you're doing this in this order because it will, when you take the wire, it won't put this side out. You won't see this side. You'll have this nice smooth edge on the outside, so it just looks a little bit more finished. So you're going to go ahead and take that and line up the holes as best you can. I'm doing this one-handed, so it'll be easier when you have two. You're going to line that up as best you can, and then you're going to take the wire and you're going to thread it through the holes. Okay, and when you do that, you will have it threaded like this. Now this wire is already closed, but when you have it, it will be open. And then you just take it into your binding machine, if you're using one, or tie the ribbon through at this point, and you just put it in there, push the handle down, and it will push the wires together and seal the book shut for you, and you'll end up with like this. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to take, your cover will be looking, excuse me, here, like this at this point. You will have your wire in, but your cover will be looking like this. So you're going to take your blue circle, put some adhesive, and put that on like that. And you're going to take your apple, and I like to pop it up a little bit. I like a little bit of dimension. And what I use most of the time for a project like this is these dots clear adhesive that are 3D. So they're really thick compared to the regular glue dots. And just pop that onto the back and then plunk it right on there. Like so. And that is pretty much it. And this is the final product. So if you can kind of see it's got up a little bit, and there's that glue dot in there. I also took some, sorry about that, stickles. And let's see, this is the crystal color. And I went ahead and put that right there on the gleam of the apple and that little dot, just to kind of give it a little bit of shine. And that's it. You can also take some ribbon and tie it here on the bindings and kind of give it a little bit more of a finished look. I might add that later, I'm not sure. And I think with the edging and the stickles, though, it gives it a nice look. And that is the finished project. I will be doing some cards and some different type projects now that I'm done with the school thing. So hope you come back for that and hope you enjoy this project. Thank you.